So let the people know what's your name and what deck you was using today and your tournament.
So the deck I played today was Exosister.
Alright.
Obviously, best deck, of course.
Okay.
So I played Exosister today. It's a very decent for the meta, I would say. You know, hard. It's like with tail limits, no, ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen. Sprite, it just depends on your side.
Alright.
It competes with the meta decks, of course. But yeah, let's get started.
Alright.
So, what I have first off, you know, the baddie, Martha. So, effect from hand, she special summon her and Elise.
Okay.
From the deck. This is usually your starter. Really good. This is like the one card that actually had Exosister potential for this metagame. So glad this is released. And then 3 Elise.
Alright.
Special summon from Martha, but also has an effect if you control Exosister monster. And you can special summon this from the hand. And if you control a Stella, which is her, you can get 800 life points. So sometimes go round 3, time on the clock, win for game.
Alright.
3 months. Stella's effect, if you have an Exosister in your hand, you can special summon it, and you pretty much have this effect as well. If you control Elise, gain 800 life points. It's pretty good.
Nice.
3 Sophia. Some builds has 2, but I run 3 because you need more names in the build to get your combo off started. And also it has an effect if you control Exosister monster, you draw a card, which is pretty good.
Alright.
And then the crappy one of the thing, Irene. Yeah, her effect doesn't really come up much. Like if you have an Exosister card in your hand, you place one on your deck for cost, and you draw one. It never comes up because you definitely need Exosister cards in your hand. So,
Alright.
yeah, and that's your Exosister lineup. And here comes a little bit of my hand traps.
Right.
So people are going to call me crazy, but it is what it is. Obviously, you're going to play Shifter because you don't give 2 F's about your freaking graveyard, so you don't need it at all. But besides I'm running Ash, I'm running Ghost Mortar. What was you thinking? Ash is real good. Oh my god, why are you not playing it? Ash is mid. Sprite and Tailnet still could play it off.
Alright.
Obviously. But if you let's just have a scenario. Shifter is on. Obviously, you cannot use Egg Baler to discard because you have to send it to the graveyard, or DD Crow to send it to the graveyard and do whatever.
Yeah.
But with this, if you have Shifter on, you don't have to worry about that. It's a discard. Ashes has the same thing too, but it has an effect if your opponent special summon a monster, you target that monster, and it gets this effect, and if it does leave the field, you can inflict attack damage from the attack. So basically, it's either if they stop their plays so they don't get burned, or they just get burned and the next thing I'll just OTK them. Like easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Alright, that's easy. I got you.
Yeah. I'm going to my spells now. 3 Pax. Pax is your Rhoda for your Exosister. You search for any Exosister card by paying 800. And if you have any of these Exosister cards in your graveyard, you can special summon one that mentions it from the field or the graveyard. So let's just say if I had Irene in the graveyard and I activated Pax, I can actually special summon Sophia onto the field. No problem, just by using this card. Or the searcher or anything. Sometimes I use this for searcher, but sometimes the special summon comes up a little bit. Card. This card, low-key, is so good. So I have this card over Armit is because Mystic Mind is still a thing.
Yeah.
If you Exosister, it has a trigger effect that you can declare any type of name, and they cannot be used for the rest of that turn, or it's negated. So if you have Mystic Mind out, and I have 2 Exosister, XCs, have all that out, chain Mystic Mind, I can just combo off and make Michaela's and banish Mystic Mind and just go on for my day. And it's pretty awesome. Low-key card. Low-key good card. 3 pots. Obviously,
Yeah.
you need to be consistent. Obviously, I have no explanation there. Pod is awesome. Necker Valley.
Oh, okay.
People hate this card so much. It's like one of the best floodgates ever. Best floodgates ever. Cannot move cards from the graveyard. Limits pretty much have no out for it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like Necker Valley is too good of a card. Too damn good. Of a card. Going second, Dark World No More. Obviously, Sprite matchups. Boom. Tail limits up. Boom. Yeah. It is what it is. It's pretty good. Now going for the traps. I run 2 Returnia, pay 100, banish, and then you can Xyz if you accidentally have materials, or if you Xyz this turn, you can banish another card. So it's potentially a 2 banish for that. Yeah. And then Daddies, pay 100 to special summon 2. Usually I just do this if they try and move something from the graveyard, special summon the graveyard, I get chain link 2 to 1 card Xyz and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good. And my other hand trade was Imperm, of course. Imperm is Imperm. Pretty good stuff. Imperm is like one of the good hand traps right now because triple tech talents is a thing. Yeah. People don't. You get Ash, you get triple deck talents, they draw 2, take cards, shuffle back in the deck, whatever. This is awesome against that because, like, you know, you don't want people to draw 2 cards. And obviously, it's really good. You can use both turns, Bitter and Effect Dealer. And then the spice I run for my last 3 cards is 3 Anti-Spell.
Ooh.
3 Anti-Spell. Oh, I know what you're thinking. You can't use packs.
Yeah.
You can't use cart. You can't use Necker Valley on your first turn. I'm like, oh my god, no. The reason I run this is because Super Poly hurts this deck.
Okay, yeah.
Lightning Storm hurts this deck.
Yeah.
Raigeki hurts this deck.
True.
Because, like, if you do that, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, we have set daddies. I mean, you could do that, of course, but like you can't do the banishes or whatever. And if you don't have this card, you're pretty much screwed. So the reason I have this because Board Breakers hurts his deck, and this prevents them. And if I flip this, then we're like, huh, interesting. And then we're like, all right. Do it wherever they can, pass, pop, swing for game. Yep. And that's it. Yeah. That was the main deck. I'm going to go to my extra deck. I run 2 Magnica. Pretty standard. Swing twice. Discard a material. Non-target banish. Really good. It's a really good card. The main extra deck monster, Michaelis. This is so good. The unfortunate part, it has to be Xyz this turn in order to do this quick effect banish. But there's times it's like, yeah, I wish it was like once per turn quick effect, but I have no problem with it because there's every time they move cards out of the graveyard, Xyz or whatever. I just do it anyway, so yeah. Get these out of the way.
Alright.
Patel. This is your monster searcher, and also on summon effects, mandatory effect, neither player can special summon from the graveyard.
Okay.
It's unfortunate, but with this card, if it's summoned, you have to declare mandatory effect, neither player can special summon, neither player can special summon from the graveyard. That's the only unfortunate part because if you get over, you're kind of out of luck. But if they don't, good news. Search out Martha for follow up, or if you summon this, try and go all Magnifica. It's really good. Yeah. Then my next one is Jabrim. This is pretty much my OTK because if you disattach 1 for cost, it gains 800 attack points for every Xyz monster. So yeah. So if you imagine Magnifica and you already use this effect, 36, and that's pretty much like 72, and they get 800 life points left. And then what are they gonna do? Like,
That's game. You're right.
Yeah. And then last one is Sophia. This one is the Abyss Dweller of the deck. Neither player can activate card effects from the graveyard. Really good card, and also has a disattach effect to target one of their monsters and send it back to the base. So it comes up a little bit. The only majority of the time it only comes up for the the effects from the graveyard. That's the only day that usually comes up, but it comes in clutch if you just attach. So my other stuff, I have Baguska.
Okay, of
Flow
course.
hate, because if you do this, Flow's gonna look at you but like, alright, game 2.
Yeah.
And this is like one of my counters for Flow, because Flow is one of their matchups that you have a hard time going through, so that's why I have it in here. Zeus, obviously, I run all XCs,
Yep.
so it's really self-explanatory. Lineup. Honestly, Ibly is going to be almost in every deck. Despia, Sprite, whatchamacallit. This is the only reason why, because I have Ibly is going to come on my field. It's like, okay, cool, summon, link it out, get rid of Ibly, and go on with my day. So,
Alright.
and this is going to be a little bit of, obviously, you've already seen that. So I'm going to be doing Cypher Omega, Intes, and Trouble Sunny.
Nice.
For my Ultimate Slayer targets. Send the pop one, and then return a card, and then non-targeting send. Now going to my side. Obviously, you already seen the Ultimate Slayer and one piece of kill. This is so OP, because it's not once per turn. And your monsters and opponent's monsters cannot react to this, so it's really good board breaker for sure. And also 3 evenly matched.
Nice.
Menace. You have to run this. It ruins everybody's day. It ruins every round, obviously. Awesomely enough, if they get the whole board, of course, use evenly, and obviously Ultimate Slayer or vice versa. You know, if you do Ultimate Slayer, target, sending this gal, and then like battle phase. Okay, that in a battle phase, evenly if you have one card, and then use this effect, sending this from your deck, non-target send, wipe their whole board, and you go on with your day.
Nice.
It's awesome. If you have those two, you're golden. You're freaking golden. Those. 3 Solemn Judgments. Just to protect my back row, because you know I need my back row for my traps. Yeah, it's a really good card. And then goes in match. I only have this is because of Sprite. They have a whole bunch of like attributes and stuff, so this counters them a lot. And then the 2 cards that I have, Feather Duster for back row, and then 1 Terraforming, just in case if I do actually need it.
Alright.
But yeah, that's my deck profile.
Alright, man, thank you. You want to get any shoutouts?
I like to shout out Legendary Phoenix Games.
Alright.
Obviously,
Of course.
I play there all the time. Austin Brittany for being a great host for every tournament. I will also thank Justin, Ricky, Bert, and my guy who's holding the camera.
Alright, thank you.
And everybody who supported me along the way.
Alright, appreciate it, man.
Alright, peace.